Okay, hi everybody. Bonkai922 yet again. It's time to change gears. One Piece. Now, once again, I must applaud Oda for what he did with this flashback. Needless to say, this was a freaking great flashback with Law and Doflamingo and Koro-san. Now, this chapter pretty much, which was $768, the trigger that was pulled that day? The trigger that day. I really liked. Now, pretty much we have the, it was done very well because the end the flashback and you go right to Doflamingo fighting Law. And what's interesting about this situation now is Law fighting Doflamingo, which is really, that's what it's supposed to be. Luffy is apparently knocked down through the floor, and it's Law against Doflamingo. This is how it really should be between these two, because we've had just a really great flashback. And to do it like this, exactly what you need to do. You show a flashback, you have the fight. Now, we also get other fights going on, which in the later stages, Zoro against Pika, I haven't seen him for so long, so I forgot his name. Soldiers, signs and don't. Against Diamante. You got Frankie against Pink, Gladius against Robin and Bartolomeo and everything. So you got a bunch of the fights happening at the same time. And there are the later parts. But the main part I want to talk about is what Doflamingo and Law were talking about. And that was D. Now, what I find interesting about this fight, about this conversation, is Doflamingo. Because he feels that's a fairy tale. That doesn't mean anything. People with the letter D in their name don't mean anything. Because what Koro-san told Law, flashback, was that people with the name of the D are the natural enemy of God. And hence, you could say that letter D means, well, devil. Now, but see, the thing about it is that Doflamingo doesn't believe it. He's like, oh, that's nonsense that Koro-san told you. Complete and utter nonsense. And what was interesting with Law in this chapter at the very beginning was he mentioned Luffy, saying it's Luffy's, I think, referencing fate, destiny. Because I don't know, it wasn't Law, it was Doflamingo who mentioned it, saying that's ridiculous for him, for me, a god. He refers to him as a god. Well, let's be honest here. Just because you're a celestial dragon doesn't mean, I'm just saying, doesn't mean you're a god. I mean, have you taken a look at the other celestial Terebitos? Other celestial dragons? Do they look like gods? They're just a bunch of people who have the Marines in their pockets. But he does have power, Doflamingo. But what's interesting to note from during this conversation and during this fight was that Law's resolve to continue what Koro-san could not finish, and saying, I will be the one to pull the trigger now for Koro-san. And that's when, towards the end of the chapter, it was an interesting fight that they had. He does injection on Doflamingo. So, and that's where the chapter ends. And I think also it was what's his face? I've seen him for so long I forgot his name. I forgot his name. Not Pika, not Diamante. I forgot his fucking name. I can't believe this. Whatever. Mr. Boogerman. I'm sorry. I forgot his name. That's how crazy it is. We've been in this flashback for so long. Forgot the guy's name. But saying that he was in Law's sphere of, and that's what concluded to this injection attack. Now, I truly believe this. Now, overall, I give this, I'm sorry, I have to give this a number 5. Even though not a lot happened. But the main things that happened really impressed me very lot. I truly believe, Luffy, listen, I don't want to rain on people who want to see Luffy fight Doflamingo. I personally believe Law should defeat Doflamingo. There's no question in my mind. You already have the backing of the flashback fresh in everyone's mind. You might as well do it this way. Have Law defeat Doflamingo. That would be such an amazing situation to happen. This man who killed his father, who killed his brother, who killed somebody that was close to Law, get defeated by Law. So it is really, I would say this is going to be, next couple of chapters, very, emotions will run high here for Law as he's fighting Doflamingo and hopefully defeats him, which should be interesting to see. And he's going to be the one, Law, who pulls the trigger, defeats Doflamingo. And I also liked about this chapter that really hit home with it was that until he defeats Doflamingo, Law can't be free. That really sends you. That really sends the message. Like, he keeps Coruscant deep into his heart, Law, so much that he won't announce himself that he is truly free from everything that he's been through until he defeats Doflamingo. And I definitely am looking forward to the next couple of chapters of One Piece. A little more so than Bleach. Yeah, I would say so. A little more so than Bleach. Because I cannot lie. That flashback was fucking amazing. And anyone who says it wasn't, I say this. What the fuck's wrong with you? It was a really great flashback. And I like what they're doing here. I love what Oda did here. It is fantastic. Bar none. So, with all this happening, it makes perfect sense for Law to seemingly defeat Doflamingo. And we will see what happens with Luffy. I guess Luffy might kind of get involved. But I truly believe it has to be Law. After this flashback, it has to be Law. Law goes in, he takes care of business of Doflamingo. And it should be a really epic moment for Law. And it's kind of funny, though. And this is the last thing I want to mention. I might do a video, like, next week on Law. On Trifalgar Law. Because you really think about it, a lot of people, they were kind of saying Law, he gets shit on Doflamingo and everything. But now, you gotta respect him a little bit. You gotta see that he's got a lot of development now. Now that we know his flashback, now we know his what has happened to him. You gotta respect him a little more for what he's gone through. At least I do. I truly believe he's one of my favorite characters in One Piece right now. True shit. Him and Coruscant. I truly believe that. No lie. No lie. But yeah, that's pretty much the story. Bankai 922. Definitely looking forward to the next couple of chapters of One Piece. It's fucking amazing. I'm really psyched. I really am psyched for this. This is going to be one of the best. Yeah, you can't get any more high octane in a fight than this, than what Law is fighting for in this situation. So yeah, I'm Bankai 922. I will see you guys later. It's time to take down this motherfucker. Come on, Law. Give one and beat the shit out of Doflamingo. Put him to rest. I'll see you guys later.